YouTube. Hi, my name is Mark. This is Nixon Motorsports. If you're new to this channel, we're all about motorsports, from racing to exotic cars and even simulators. Hey, today's video, this is a short video. It's an update on some of the things that we've been doing over the last couple months, but then more importantly, talk about our new shop, talk about some of the things that we're going to be doing on the car this winter in prep for next race season. All right, so with that, let's get into it. All right, so as I mentioned, a new shop. So what have we been doing over the last couple months? It's been a little bit since I've posted on this channel. A couple things. It's just life stuff. So ultimately, we made the decision to move to Arizona. We still have property in Texas, but we decided to move to Arizona. More importantly with that is the race car, the track access, and so on. So the race car, the garage, the shop, all of that was part of the overall move. Moving takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, especially when you're dug in like we have been, and many of you probably are as well over the years. So there's that. The second part is we took a long vacation this year. We actually went to Italy for a little over 3 weeks, and that took the month of September, the bulk of it actually, just for that. So we've been busy. All right, so that's the life update stuff, the move, vacation, and so on. Now let's talk about the shop here behind me. And then I'll talk about some of the things that I'll be doing this off season. So, you know, the winter project stuff as well, okay? So first up, let's talk about the shop. And I call it a shop because I have welders and all that kind of stuff in here as well. So this is, again, this is in Arizona. By the way, we're relatively close to 2 different racetracks out here. So that's pretty cool. So this is a 4-bay that I'm using for the shop. I will have the Ferrari over here on this side as well when I get all of this sorted. But let me give you a quick little walkthrough of what I'm doing. And first up, I got to say, I was so dug in at Eagles Canyon with so much stuff. I surprised myself. So anyway, laughing at myself, so you can go ahead and laugh. Anyway, I went ahead and started. I put the race deck down. I did repaint the shop before I got in here, and I lightened it up a little bit. It had some weird color in it. The home's 4 years old, by the way, so it's relatively new. I have not done the lighting yet. These were in here when I purchased the home. I will be putting new lighting in the ceiling here at some point, and I should have done it early. I just didn't have time. I had to get this stuff in here. So let's start with this side, and I'll just do a quick walk around. Oh, well, here in the center, you can see, of course, I have the scales in place. I have enough room here. I took a double wide, 2 stalls for the race car itself. I'm going to keep my pads set up here so I can just simply roll it on and off easily. And I can do all the work I need to right here. I got my lift and everything else. So the race car in the center. On this side of the garage, I had a hybrid inverter solar system. I'm actually installing that here. So the shop actually will have its own power source. Got a TV up here in the wall. 1 small workbench, a couple toolboxes, normal stuff. And along this front side of the wall, I have these red cabinets all the way to the other side. That's great for storage and so on. Of course, that's not enough. So then up on top, I have nice storage racks up there as well. Now in the center, I repurposed these narrow little workbenches. I love these things, actually. They don't take a lot of space. They give you a place to you know, have your computer and so on. So here through the center, I have all kinds of stuff on here at the moment, but the workbench actually here, which is pretty cool. If I scroll over to this side, again, this is work in progress. I have a lot to do yet. All of this stuff will be put away, whether it be in storage or whatnot. So this bay here will be where I put one of the sports cars. and more than likely I'll keep the truck in and out over on this far side, or outside if I need to, not a big deal. But this side will be for cars. And here I have my welder, a little bit of metalworking material here, or equipment. More storage up on top. Again, there's those red cabinets. All this stuff has to get put away. And on the far side, I put more shelving. You can see some tires. Let me roll over here. You can see it's just perfect for storage. So that's all this is. So that's the shop here in Arizona. Pretty tickled about it. Now, Arizona can get a little warm now. It is a dry heat, all that stuff. We prefer this weather, which is really one of the reasons why we decided to move out here. And but with that, it does get hot. So I am installing a mini split in here. So this will have its own heat and air conditioning in the shop, which climate control will be so nice. So I'm looking forward to that. I got to finish that up. But that's the quick piece. That's the quick update on the shop itself. Right, so let's talk about winter project on the car. And there'll be separate videos on that here in the next month or two, thereabouts. And first outlook in 2025. So we are now much closer to California. There are three actually, but 2 tracks here in the local area that will be running most of the time. So there's a new one called the Podium Club in Casa Grande, Arizona. We raced on it earlier this year. They got a lot of work to do in facilities and that type of thing. It's kind of fun, very close actually. And then there's another one, Indy Motorsports out in Wilcox, Arizona. We used to be members out there. Good track, nice facility. It's a little further away, so that's a possible that we may run out there. Now from here, we do have access to some tracks that will be a little closer. So if we feel like it, we can run at Buttonwillow. We can run at Laguna. A couple tracks like that in California. So those are potentials. Right now, the plan is to focus for the first race in January, which the schedules are not firm yet, but from what I've seen, there is a race at the Podium Club mid-January. So we need to get ready for that. Anyway, let's talk about winter project stuff. What will I be doing on the car? And again, I'll have separate videos on this. Well, as you probably know, if you've seen videos with this channel over the last couple of years, most of my cars, in fact, almost all of them, race cars, have been red. And if you saw the video where I did this new body kit, I did not paint it. So this is just unpainted bodywork on the car. It definitely helped save a lot of weight. Which is the reason why I did not paint it. Now, it kind of looks cool, but you know what? I missed the red. So the first thing I'll be doing, I have the paint shop ready to go. I need to take this car apart, at least take all the bodywork off, and get this over to the paint shop to get it cleaned up and painted. Now, the bodywork's in good shape. There's a few pieces that will need a little bit of touch up, but not much. Now I'm going to talk to the painter as far as trying to minimize the amount of filler and that type of thing, because that adds weight, right? So being that this is a race car, I mean, I have a couple little mini perfections here, right? But I'm going to ask that it's minimal from that end, though I do want a very nice coat of paint. So pull this off. I'll bring you along. We'll actually probably weigh some panels, kind of a before and after, to see how much weight we actually add to the car. I would imagine probably about 4 pounds, thereabouts. So leave your comments on that. If you think it will be more than that, you know, share. We'll see. All right. So the first thing is paint. Then I have a couple things that I need to do safety equipment wise. I think it's every 5 years, you have to have new harness, safety belts, seat belts. So I have a new set of belts that I need to get in the car. That's not a big deal. So these will be pulled out and removed. With that, I also need to check my helmet. I may need to get a new helmet. They have the new, I think 2020 helmets out at this point. So we'll see if I can string it along for another year. I'll do that. So anyway, that's just safety belt, safety items, that type of thing. So the next big item, the motor that's in this car has a few hours on it. Last we ran was Road America. It's probably fine for another race weekend, but out of precaution, I'll end up pulling the motor out, replacing it with a refreshed engine. This is a 2021 ZX-10R motor that's in it. I have a 2022. I have a 2021 ZX-10R motor that's fresh, 0 miles, ready to go. So anyway, you'll see, and I'll bring you along and show you kind of the steps on that just for grins. The last item, now this is if I have enough time between now and January. Many of you have asked about the steps to make a seat for a Formula race car, or referred to a bead seat. So here's the one that I have in here. It's actually in pretty good shape to a degree. The reason I'm thinking about doing a new seat is I'd like to change my seating position just a touch. And it's been on my mind for a while. Seats are extremely important. Your seating position in the race car, kind of the feel that you have and so on. So if I can get that done before the first race, I'll do that. If not, the seat will be a follow-on once I have time to do that. But that is a highlight on what I'll be doing this winter on the race car. Before I wrap up, one more item. We're going to be at the SEMA show in Las Vegas here early November, just a few weeks away. And we're going to visit our friends Nova Motorsport, Avon Racing Tire. Those guys are going to be there. We're going to spend some time with them, get an update. I'll bring that to you once I have that information. Clearly, there's a lot of cars and really cool stuff there. So watch for a video on SEMA. I think you might find that of interest. Anyway, lots of work to do, lots of things. Hopefully you found this informative. I'm sorry for the long delay between videos. Again, moving, vacations, all that kind of stuff really take a toll on it. But if you have not subscribed, please give it a shot, right? Click that button if you would. I appreciate it. I really enjoy the comments, good or bad, actually, from all of you. Please, keep them coming. I really appreciate that. And that's it for now. Until next time. Ciao.